You are an empath, and you are a special kind of empath. Now, everyone is special, okay? And if this reading resonates with you, when I was praying on who for it to reach, then you are someone who has an inkling. I'm getting that you have a feeling your gift is to be utilized for something. Now, this is an oracle, ancient wisdom that came through for me, and I wanted to share it with you in case you are. I'm getting that you're at the brink of transformation, or you're in transformation, just like me. And if you're new here, welcome to the Empress Temple. And in the Empress Temple, the Empress is a woman who alchemizes pain. She attracts, she magnetizes through rest, not hustle, okay? And you are a nervous system empath. Now, the difference between an empath that you've heard of and a nervous system empath is simply that you cannot just you don't just pick up emotions, okay, from other people. You also unknowingly pick up people's dysregulation, okay? And actually you can pick up on their regulation as well. And you can pick up on that shift in their nervous systems, okay? And this is due to hypervigilance states where you were constantly looking for danger in your childhood. And then some of you, I'm seeing that it may not have been childhood for you. It could have been middle of life. I'm getting middle of life, where you reach this point where you were in this freeze response because of trauma, okay? And so you can pick up, especially because of your own dysregulation, and you're someone who has been starting to shift through and research nervous system states. And I'm getting this is like the beginning. I'm even seeing you like flipping through books. You're at the beginning of learning and refining what the nervous system is, what it does for you, and how to regulate it for yourself. Part of the reason why you have this peak in interest for the nervous system, is because of this gift that's been dormant inside of you, and now it's starting to be activated, okay? And I want you to, there's so much, and this is part of spirit and part of my practical wisdom and my study as someone who is a trauma-informed, intuitive, and guide and healer. We have victimized the empath and the gift of the empath. Now, I will say it's the hardest spiritual gifts. It's the deepest, okay, being able to connect to feelings. I want you to think about the Pisces archetype, and I don't mean a Pisces. I mean the archetype, the frequency, the energy of a Pisces. Now, every zodiac sign has a shadow side. The shadow side of Pisces. Now, Pisces is a very psychic, empathetic sign. Okay, the reason why they're the fish, okay, is the fish doesn't have exoskeleton, so they can feel everything. But the shadow, which is a gift, it's a gift to be able to feel. However, the shadow side is victimization. Is the archetype of Pisces can say, oh, I feel everything, so I'm meant to just drag myself. No, you're meant to learn how to protect yourself, regulating your own system, okay? And your nervous system is meant to store, conserve, and release energy to protect you. But you're meant to regulate it for yourself, and then also teach others how to regulate their nervous system. Okay? So you are just awakening to this if it resonates with you. I see red roses. Red roses could be significant for you. Just getting a vision of that. Another interpretation of that is Spirit wants you to know, your guides, your ancestors want. Oh, this makes me so emotional. And I was calling in my ancestors for this message. But yours too, your guides want you to know that this truly is a gift. Okay? And I can see you, there's this internal sigh of relief, especially once you find out that this is actually a gift. All right? Now, how you utilize this gift is up to you. Some of you would shrink back like me and like be really scared, which is the opposite of what we want to do to our nervous system. So here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to learn how to first regulate yourself before you extend yourself out to others. Because what could happen is you can say, I've done this. Okay, I'm meant to go and be, absolutely. You can still be a healer while you're healing. That's part of the journey that I'm on. But I want you to take your time, because what could happen is you can move too fast and your nervous system can get scared. Okay, it can freeze. All right. And the thing about a nervous system empath is sometimes too, you don't know the difference between your energy being in survival and fear-based and survival and freeze, like frozen response states. Sometimes you can't tell them from you. When you learn how to slow your nervous system down and help it to be safe no matter what, no matter if you're helping someone with their gifts or helping someone to heal their trauma or whatever the case, some of you aren't meant to do. Some of you are actually meant to be art therapists, helping people to heal from trauma via your nervous system empath. Even if you're not a nervous system empath, but I get this collective because I'm a nervous system empath. That's what you do. But helping people to regulate their nervous system via art, via music, okay? Gardening, all kinds of healers, fashion. That is the creative arts, the aesthetic arts, those are healing, okay? They're connected to the solar plexus in your gut, creation. So, but what I want you to do is take your time with this, okay? I want you to continue to do the work on regulating your nervous system. Spend a lot of time outside. Some of you, Spirit is calling you outside, okay, to regulate. And trust me, I have to spend a ton of time outside. There is no kind of compromise to that. And thank you, Spirit. There's no compromise when regulating your nervous system, preparing to share your gifts. You must connect with Mother Earth, because she's the one that's going to help you to conserve and store and release that energy, to ground it out, to prepare for these spiritual gifts if you choose to accept this, okay? I want you to start there. You can also start with I have a framework that helps you as an Empress alchemize pain and regulate your nervous system and prepare for this abundance of gifts. It's a free class. It's called the Empress Method. I'll put the link below. I also have a free feminine nervous system guide, because the world is in need of healers, artists, by the way, all of these are healers, again. But because of the transformations and the shifts that are happening in the world right now, we need your gifts. However, the only way for you to Share your gift of being an empath, a nervous system empath, with integrity is for you to regulate your nervous system first, for you to feel rested first, for you to magnetize and attract first. Via rest, not via hard work. Let me tell you something. Hard work and nervous system regulation, they don't go together. They can't go hand in hand. You have to be rested in a rested state. Okay? And trust me, I know that can be difficult, especially your nervous system doesn't feel safe with rest. Okay? But you're gingerly, slowly teaching your nervous system that, hey, actually we get to be an empath by setting boundaries, by healing and regulating our nervous system, okay? We get to do that. So let me know down below if this message reached you. And I am sending you lots of love during this time of discovery of your gifts and regulating your nervous system. Thank you so much for trusting me with this channel.